Hi everyone, I'm Audrey from Oh So Lovely blog. Welcome to Hometalk, the world's largest DIY community for home and garden. If you're watching the premiere on Hometalk TV, I'll be watching along with you live. So please, first of all, tell me where you're tuning in from. I'm in Kansas City. I'd love to hear where everyone else is from. And then as I'm doing my project, go ahead and ask away any questions you have and I will get you all the answers you need. So make sure you're posting your questions. And if you want to be notified of future episodes, just click the follow button and you can either choose to put in your email address or download the Hometalk TV app so you don't miss an episode. Okay, let's get started. I am going to show you a few really simple, fun, and cute DIY holiday themed centerpieces. So I'm just going to show you some fun things that I like to do and kind of show you how I style them up as well. So let's get started. Okay, my first one is going to involve some toy cars and some bottle brush trees, some baker's twine, and scissors, and a little bit of faux sparkly snow, where you can get it anywhere, but I will have everything linked in the materials list. So definitely check that materials list to get any of the links. Okay, so what we're gonna do is get started with the very easiest one first. This one is a vintage truck I found on Amazon. I think it was under $10, so very affordable. And they do have them in different colors. I found the orange. I thought that was kind of a fun, non-traditional color. And so really, I just want to kind of get the look that this truck just went to the Christmas tree farm and cut their tree down and they're bringing it home. So what I am going to do is get one of my bottle brush trees. They kind of start like this for these smaller sizes. And again, check that materials list. It will have all these on there, or at least similar. You can either choose to leave that wood base on. On some of these, I went ahead and just chose to remove it, which I just kind of twisted it off. You can also use pliers to cut it. But all I'm doing here is fluffing it up a little bit because it does get a little flattened in storage. But all I'm doing is popping it right in the end of the truck there. And I think it looks super cute to add in a little bit of faux snow and maybe a little bit on top. And this one's easy because you're just sitting it right on top. So you don't have to even use the string, which I'm going to show you in the next step. So that first part is done. Okay, the next one, I found this really cute kind of woody wagon, if you will. I think it was $1. I will find something similar and it will be linked in the materials tab. All you're doing is cutting your baker's twine. I like this reddish pinkish stripe color, but there's a bunch of different colors out there. There's green, I think there's even solid white. So really it's just whatever you personally like. You're putting it right in the dead center underneath the automobile. And then I think I'm gonna do this one as well without that wooden base. So I'm gonna show you what to do next. All you do is either you choose to do the tree forward or you can choose to do it backward. There's no right or wrong. So whatever you personally like. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one facing forward. And all you're doing, and the longer the string, the easier this is, I will tell you. I'm kind of running short because I've been making so many of these. So you simply firmly tie the tree with a double knot to the car. See that? And I actually like this string length. You can choose to do like a bow loop if you'd like. I kind of like the cleanness of just the simple hanging. So how long did that take? 5-10 seconds and it's done. So really you're gonna duplicate this with all your little toy cars. And I do want to mention that I had some really good luck at a thrift store recently where I found a bag of about 12 vintage cars, all of these guys and then some more, for a couple dollars. So definitely I want to say that thrift store is a really good place to start on a project like this. Again, you can order online, but if you want to get true vintage and really affordable, I definitely recommend a thrift store. And I'm curious what your guys' favorite thrift stores are. I've had some really good luck at some around Kansas City, but let me know which ones you guys shop at and have the best luck at, or if you even do thrift stores at all. Okay, so this next one, I'm gonna do one more and then I have some others that have been prepped. So you guys already get the gist of how to do this, but I'll do one more. This one is super cute. I think it's an old milk truck and it actually says Merry Christmas 2002. So I just thought that was super cute and it's gonna look amazing. So taking my tree here, I think I'm gonna go backward on this one to kind of mix it up from the other one I did. And again, all you're doing is tying it on. And it might take you a second to get the hang of it, but you start moving pretty quickly once you do a couple of these, I promise. Okay, tighten that up and she's done. You have a ton of completed ones and I did go ahead and work ahead and this one's actually my favorite. It's a little Volkswagen that I did find on Amazon as well. I want to say it was around $8, so that will definitely be linked in the materials list. And I chose kind of a turquoise colored bottle brush tree because I love red and turquoise together with this little pop of pink. I just think that's really cute. For holiday. And then also this other one was one of those thrift store ones as well, just kind of that vintage metal car, tied the tree to it and I'm done. Okay, you can either choose to be done here if you don't want to put it into any glassware, which I highly recommend the glassware. That's what really makes it kind of more of a centerpiece. So on the glassware, you can really find all these pieces anywhere. I love cloches. I love this. I think this used to be a cookie jar or something, you know, and I started it at my thrift store, and I actually had some really good luck and found a few of these pieces at the thrift store. But the other ones I bought on Amazon and elsewhere, and those are going to be linked, or at least the similar ones. So what I think is super cute here, I'm gonna start off with my favorite car. So this guy is just your little cookie jar. I went ahead and pre-filled it with some of this faux sparkly snow, which this came from the Dollar Tree, but I linked some from Amazon. You can get like bigger bags like this for maybe around $4 or $5. And this is really pretty and sparkly for the holidays, so I highly recommend it. So sprinkle that in, you know, however much you want. And what I'm gonna do on this one here is you can either just put the tree in it by itself, as is, but I think it's cute since this one's actually a bigger glass jar. I'm gonna go ahead and pop another tree in it, just kind of in the same color family, if you will, so it still looks cute together. But then I just kind of put it together. How cute is that? And you know, you can shuffle things around as you see it. As you see, it might look better in other ways. But so then, really, that's your first one done. And I'm gonna show you how I style everything at the very end into a centerpiece. So you can also get creative if you don't have some of this glassware. It's not a problem. Let's say you have a mason jar. You know, these are really easy to get. They'll also be linked in the materials list. But everyone loves a mason jar, right? It's very versatile. What I like to do here is sprinkle in some snow. Really however much you want. Doesn't need to be a lot. And then, I love this milk truck, so I definitely kind of want to do something special with this. You know how they have like the ship in a bottle? I kind of wanted to do that concept with this guy. So kind of gently put it in. And that's it. Then you're just going to put your lid on it. And how cute is that? Just like a little ship in a jar, but it's your Christmas tree truck. So then actually that sits and doesn't roll, so that's amazing. It works really well. You can also choose to do it vertically if you have a smaller car that maybe fits on the bottom, so it's really up to you. And then this guy on its own is already so cool and kind of impactful. I found one of these little mini cake stands. I thought this is really cute just to kind of put that on there because the colors are really fun together and it's a little non-traditional. I know some people really love the red and green, but I also like to kind of mix in some brighter colors during the holidays. That just kind of fits my personality better, but definitely you can mix up anything you like. How cute is that? So I mean, it's only been a couple minutes and I've already knocked out a ton of these. This guy I really love, super cute. I'm gonna take one of these smaller ones here and fill some faux snow. Can't go wrong with the faux snow. And then all I'm doing here, just popping that guy in. Nothing else needed. It's just very easy to do. And then I'll do another one here. Maybe this card in. Very easy to do. You know, you could stop at 2 or 3. You don't have to do a ton. But then this guy's really cute in here. Maybe that one needs to have a tree as well. Maybe something like that. And you could even hot glue the bottom if you need it to kind of be more firmly on the side, but super cute, right? Okay, get these out of the way here. I'm gonna show you a really easy one now. This one is involving plastic Christmas tree ornaments, which you know, you can find them anywhere. I definitely prefer plastic. Glass would break from what I'm gonna show you here. But all I'm taking is this cloche, which again, linked in the materials list. I actually spray painted my base. It used to be wood and I kind of wanted a pop of gold because I do have other bases that are wood. All you are doing is taking about, I don't know, 25, 30 ornaments. Remember, plastic is better. And you're simply filling these up. Okay. Doesn't take long, just kind of toss them in there. I try to mix the colors up a little bit, you know, red, green, gold, kind of make sure they're kind of balanced through. Take a look before you go on to the next step. You might see a few that are kind of close in color. You can just easily shuffle them around, no big deal. Then all you're doing is taking your base, putting it on there, flipping it over. How cute is that? Already this on its own is one of the cutest centerpieces you can do. Maybe put some candles next to it and you have a table centerpiece for your dinner. And if you don't have the glassware, it's no problem at all. I also love to find these little wood slices at my local craft store. So again, like back to this car, for instance, this one's super easy, this little convertible, it's very non-traditional. You can pop a pink tree in that and just kind of sit it on that wood slice and it just kind of gives it a little bit of weight and character. So these guys are really good for that kind of stuff. And if you, again, don't want to go the car route, no problem at all. You can take a little deer from your local craft store. They sell a lot of these little miniatures these days. And just pop it on there with a little tree. and then sprinkle on some snow. So really, there's so many options and so many cute little settings you can do. So super cute, love that. And I'm gonna show you another idea using pine cones, which my cameraman Ted, my husband, he went out in the yard this morning and picked a couple pine cones from the ground. And so this guy here came from our tree, and this one actually was just one I think I got in a centerpiece in a floral arrangement. So you can kind of choose whatever style you like, but you know, these are everywhere. You can find them pretty easily. You can either choose to spray paint it gold, spray paint it white, whatever you want to do. I'm going to start with just natural wood, but all you're doing is taking a hot glue gun and these little mini pom-poms. And these right now, you can really easily find them in the Christmas colors. They'll be linked in the materials, but you can also use fun non-traditional colors too, like maybe pinks and turquoises. So really the options are endless, and all you are doing, I prepped a couple ahead of time, so I won't be doing this from start to finish, but you'll get the gist after just a couple little examples here. All you're doing is hot gluing the very edge and then just sticking the pom-pom to it, kind of mixing in, you know, the colors as you like them. And this one's going to be red, white, and green. And there are some really cool sparkly pom-poms, which I love being able to add in that little bit of sparkle to kind of mix it up. So this step, really this takes the longest just because there's so many of these different little edges to the pine cone. So, you know, if you just want to do that maybe while you're watching a show, I went ahead and did this one full ahead of time. And it is the one I spray painted gold first, and I just think that's really cute. Just adds a nice little pop of color and uniqueness for a jar. And I did go ahead and finish this guy out. And these are using those non-traditional colors I was talking about. So, you know, anybody else loving like turquoises or pinks, you know, what are your favorite kind of colors for Christmas? Are you traditional? Are you more colorful? I definitely want to hear that. I kind of lean a little bit on both sides, but I definitely have been turning to more of the colorful. So how cute is that? All you're doing is just popping it into this mason jar with some little sparkly snow and putting the lid on. And you have a cute little mini centerpiece. So very cute there. And then another couple of ideas you could do, if let's say you have another cloche laying around, you could even take one of these little, I think they're called picks, and I got mine from Amazon, but you know, I was making some DIY wreaths with them. You could easily even just pop it in here with some snow. And I'll simply close your cloche. And it's actually easier to kind of stick it in the cloche. You could put little fairy lights inside of it. I mean, you could really get creative with this, and that looks really awesome at night. So you can do, really there's no right or wrong way to do any of this. But how cute is that? That's super simple, really affordable. Again, that link will be in the materials list. But that's it, it's so easy. Okay, I'm gonna show you how I style some of these things together. And also a couple more examples of some of the glassware I've gotten. So this looks like it might have been like a little cake topper, actually would have fit right there nicely on that. You can choose to go ahead and cover some of your things up. You know, you could even take like this, for instance, and sprinkle some snow on it, even though it's pink convertible, and I'm gonna add a palm tree actually, just to have a little bit of a whimsical one, because maybe you don't live somewhere where it's snowing in the holidays and you still wanna have a little fun. This I got from Amazon, super cute. It was like, I think they're cake toppers actually. They come in a set of maybe 20, and then you have like a cute little vignette here. So I like to work in threes when I set my centerpiece up. So I'm gonna show you how I might style this. I think I'm gonna put this one on our table centerpiece for the holidays. So you know, I start with this guy here, usually start with my bigger one first. And then I always like to keep a couple of these wood slices around for really anything, bringing height into a centerpiece. It's good for me. I like to put plants on top of them. It just kind of helps vary in your heights on your different projects. So, you know, you could pop that underneath there if you want to have a little bit of weight. And then you could even sneak this guy in if you didn't want to have everything in the glass jar. Let's see, I am going to pop this guy right up here and see any other pieces. This is really fun. You kind of layer things in and kind of move things around as you see fit. This might be a little too tall for this grouping, no problem. You can take the base off. And this deer, this could even be a little standalone piece maybe on your kitchen counter or something. And I do warn you, the snow does kind of, when you walk by, it kind of blows off a little bit. So you're gonna be vacuuming a little bit more if you use this, but honestly, it's one of my favorite parts of the holidays decorating with, so it's definitely worth it. And then this guy might be another standalone piece. So this right here you could do, or you could choose to do a set of 3 of the same type of groups here. And this tree keeps falling on me, but you might want to hot glue. If you have one that has kind of a taller base, you might want to hot glue it to the glass because then it's not permanent. You know, you could definitely pull it off after the holidays, but kind of get that set up here. And you have yourself you get the idea. You have yourself a really cute centerpiece with these vintage cars, and everybody who sees these always compliments them and asks questions about them. So it's definitely kind of a conversation starter, if you will. So the options are really endless. I do highly recommend these cloches. They work for every holiday. I use them for every single holiday and just fill them with different holiday themed items. But they're very versatile. Again, you can get them nearly anywhere, but I will link them in the materials list. And I got my truck here. I mean, really, that's it. Got your pine cones. I mean, the options are endless. So please let me know what questions you might have, or maybe if you need to know some stores you might need to shop for some of these items. I'm definitely happy to help in the comments. I want to know like some of your favorite thrift stores, and just tell me about your style. What's your holiday style? Are you more traditional? Are you more colorful? So let me know in the comments, and definitely don't forget to click the follow button so you don't miss an episode. Again, it was so nice working with you guys. I'm Audrey, and I cannot wait to show you more projects in the future.